How do you move on from somebody?
You can't move on from somebody until you detach from them. And you can't detach from them without realizing that you were attached to them. So I think the question to ask is, why am I attached to this person? What do I feel like? What hole in me do I think that they are filling? So I needed to be with her or be with him because they validated me. They made me feel loved. That tells you that you don't love yourself enough. Because if you love yourself enough, you wouldn't depend on them to love you. Do you see how this works? So understand that every person that you're with is merely reflecting you. So if you struggle with something in a relationship with somebody, that's because you actually struggle with that part of you. And they're reflecting it back to you. But the ego wants you to focus on them. No. It was just you. That's why I try to tell you, nothing exists outside of you. Everything was you. And when you know that, now everyone that you interact with, they're teaching you a little bit more about yourself.
How do you move on from somebody?
Happy birthday to you, legal. Something is legal. You are legal. Some of you guys are legal. You hear me? You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You're legal. That's confirmation for somebody. Oh, happy birthday to you, August the 3rd, Leo. Yeah. Happy birthday to all the August 3 Leo. You're just as fine as you can be, 'cause I'm not the only one that sees. Yeah. Anywho, I just had to get that out just for you. Happy birthday, Leos. It's been so much that's been showing me, like, so much about you guys. You guys, your spirit is revolutionized or something of that nature. My goodness. Leos, I have to get into this because this is why I was made for specific birthday reads. You can ask anybody on the planet. You can go ask above. So it's done above, it shall be done down below. This is my position in life. And you guys need to know. Man, you guys, the higher realms want you guys to recognize that you are the prize. And it's only 2 days you don't have to worry about. That's yesterday and tomorrow. And why? Because Leo, yesterday's history and tomorrow's a mystery. Your beautiful day is today. And the higher realms want you to declare. Play. You must play. All right? Yes. Play. It's your day to play. All day. Some of you guys won't play around in the kitchen. That's why I got this right here. Some of you guys can go out into some place really nice and they're going to be cooking it up. It's a lot of cooking. That's why you see this this right here. A lot of cooking, a lot of good food, a lot of good grub. Okay, some of you guys going to do Grub Hub. Those of you who are not going out, you're going to do Grub Hub with someone you love. But anywho, you guys need to know that you are the master key to this whole divine plan, Leos, on this beautiful, said divine planet, Earth. Okay? The higher realm said you must know your worth in that way. The higher realm said that word planet could be no other word than planet. And it is simply to let you guys know that you are planned. The last 2 letters in that word planet is simply ET, because you guys are planned until the end of your Earth timeline here. Okay? Let's make that clear. The higher realms want you guys also to know that you have been living the ET life all your life. A lot of you guys are being celebrated in the higher realms for living the ET life all your life. And what I mean by that, Leos, is simply E, executing low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. That's why the E is in Leo. You guys have been really doing it. I can't make it up. And the higher realms told me a lot of things about you guys, but let me take it one at a time because I'm so excited about your energy. It's something exciting today. This is really exciting. A lot of you guys got new gear and you have a new vision that's so clear and everything is so exciting. You know, you guys look so inviting. You know, your spirit is elevating as well into a real inviting yeah. So a lot of you guys really has something to do with that AA portal. That AA portal. I'm feeling that AA portal energy. I'm feeling that I'm feeling that portal type of energy. It's strong, it's strong, it's strong, it's strong. Okay? That's why you guys feel so rejuvenated and brand new in every way today. But let me get back on track because you guys need to know that you've been living the ET life all your life. That's E, executing low vibe energy and transmuting it into high vibe energy. And a lot of you guys are being really celebrated in the higher realms, okay? Because you guys are being celebrated, not underrated, okay? All right, some of you guys, I can't make it up. You know, the higher realms said, yeah. Share that energy. that beautiful synergy. A lot of you guys are being celebrated. Some of you guys really, did a lot here on this planet, and the higher realms is going to point one out right now so clear. Something about somebody throwing snowballs and it hit somebody's ear, and you guys or almost hit somebody's ear. Or something of that nature, something about a snowball. And this was not a regular snowball. Something was serious about this, or this was not a regular, like fun snowball throw. This was like deliberate hurt type of energy, and you guys stood up for somebody that was hurt. It hurt their ear. But I'm seeing that they put something in this snowball, and it looks like, honestly, some glass. Somebody, I don't know how they did that, but they rolled it up in some glass or did something with snowball, and you guys really stood up for the person, and you got them straight, okay? Just put it that way. You guys stuck up for that person, and a lot of you guys, like I said, are being celebrated and stellar, You guys are being celebrated and elevated. Let me put that in the higher realms, okay? That's what's happening with you guys today. And even though it was a long time ago, some of you guys think all those good deeds went unnoticed. No, sweetheart. No, sir. No, no, ma'am. No, sir. Those good deeds did not go unnoticed, because a lot of you guys have a lot of good deeds that you've sown, and good energy that you've known, good things that you've done that's been known, and good deeds you've sown is coming back to you into fruition. And it's beautiful because it's like, dude, it's like harvest, spiritual good energy harvest. So a lot of you guys is getting that good spiritual dharma. A lot of you guys are, I hope you guys feel it, because it is so powerful. It's really good. I mean good. You guys should look good. You should feel great. My goodness. So you guys are worth to celebrate. I can't make it up. Now, that's something that you guys, maybe those of you guys have to maybe think back and remember. Some of you guys be like, oh yeah, I remember that too. Yeah. And what's happening with that? I'm trying to see your age. Like, how old were you? Some of you guys probably were like 14, 15. They look like 16. I wouldn't give you 17. I'd give you like from 14 to 16. That's look like your age bracket. However, that's when that occurred. Yes. Just breathe out, Leos. Because you guys are, a blessing. You guys been a blessing to a lot of people in this lifetime. That's why you're being celebrated as well. That's why the higher realms want you guys to know that you're a master key to this whole divine plan on this beautiful divine planet Earth. And you must know your worth, okay? Some of you guys are experimenting with putting color at the tips of your hair. Yeah. And some of you guys are getting a piercing somewhere. Other of you guys are getting I'm hearing something about taboo tattoo, like a taboo tattoo or something like that. Yeah, taboo tattoo is what I'm hearing. Something about that. But the bottom line is you guys need to recognize, okay? A lot of you guys need to recognize that your life is a soul's mission, okay? It's simply your soul's mission. And people always get confused when they go about the unbeknownst rules. You hear me? It's like a spiritual rules. There's spiritual rules to this thing. And people, anyway, let me get down to the get down. Because, you got a lot of people out here running around talking about, is this my soulmate? Is that my soulmate? Well, unbeknownst to you, that terminology has been depicted. It lost everything. It degenerated. Umpteen times, eons ago. Okay, and the meaning of it has lost its real, true interpretation. The soulmate simply means that your soul is the exact mate for your body. Your body is the exact mate for your soul. That's why they say that's why you want to love, honor, and obey and cherish, your body until death do you apart. That's when your soul leaves that part, your heart, your body that beats with that heart. So that is the real interpretation of soulmates. So you are your soulmate. So you must honor, obey, and cherish your body which is your temple, until death do you apart. Okay? Yeah, and so your life is your soul's mission. It is no doubt that, you got people out here wishing that it was a competition and not a soul's mission, okay? You guys been on this mission effortlessly. A lot of you guys have been really effortlessly on your mission. You've been doing what you needed to do. And this is powerful, to speak out on it, even for me to you, you guys know you've been on that mission. And you felt the mission. A lot of you guys felt the mission that you were on. A lot of people, it takes a while for them to feel it. You guys felt it as soon as your foot hit the ground. As soon as you start walking. And the reason you guys started walking early is because of that. I can't make it up. A lot of you guys started walking, woo-wee, and you heard the story, really early. Yeah. Some of you guys sat up too daggone early, all that stuff. You heard so many stories, and you're like, wow, yeah. Some of you guys really did receive your accolades here in this realm as well. You skipped some grades, received your accolades, things of that nature. Valedictorian for some, I'm hearing that. Cum laude, I'm hearing that as well for some. Great job. And a lot of you guys, if it's not in this physical realm, it is definitely in the spiritual realm. Your accolades have succeeded, And I'm not going to say expectations because, I don't play that game. I don't ever play that game. I don't play the game of expectations. I'll tell you guys that story one day. But that's not something that is easy to play. It's not a beautiful game. Yeah. So, getting down to the get down. You guys, like I said, your life is your soul's mission. Although there will be, variations of competition, different dimensional levels. You might run into that dressed up garbage can woman or man, always trying to stifle or stop someone else's plans or your plans. Yeah, and then you might run across that $500 hat with that 50-cent head. You know what I'm saying? Because that person always trying to go behind you in your bed, right? That part. That one. Oh, yeah. And then the last one that's so peculiar is that one with all those degrees more than a thermometer. But they always have to call you and ask you, Leo, what do you think I should do? You see? Well, guess what? You tell them, Leos, all the time, I do you, and you do you, and I do me. That's what you tell them. And that way you stay free of that. But a lot of you guys do offer suggestions and stuff like that, but they know exactly who to call. All right. So these people that you meet that I speak of, are in multi-dimensional levels of competition with you guys, or wishing that it was a competition. Let's put it that way, because it's truly not. It's simply your soul's mission. And you guys, like I said, have been doing an exceptional job. I mean, exceptional. I don't play with this, This is something nobody should play with, the spiritual realm. I don't even understand why anybody want to be in my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people out there. Like, I was like, this is weird. Like, who would want the responsibility of what we have? Who would want to even pretend to be us? You got to be beyond the retarded world to want to have to, really do the spiritual work that's different, that's different. Okay, so, and everybody has a spiritual task. That's what makes it so bad. It's like, so that's what's happening, obviously, to you, Leos, because it's coming out very strong. Somebody, on the outside, they're trying to be you, but they cannot be you because it's not their soul's mission. Why are people so confused? You're not even the same life path, none of us. So you guys are not going to end up on the same path. So stop dreaming. Stop. You don't even have the same dimensional level of name. You don't even have the same dimensional level of numbers. You don't have any dimensional likes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about no social media likes. I'm talking multi-dimensional likes. You don't even have that. So what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be Mr. or Mrs. Leo, whoever you are out there. If you're a cross listener, that's ridiculous. Whatever you're doing, you need to stop now. Abort the court, because the ball was never in you or your hand at all. So you will take a fall in the end. So the bottom line is, Leo, is somebody out there trying to pretend, all right, to be you. And I don't know what that's about and why it's interfering in this particular part of it, because that's ridiculous. So life is your soul's mission. It's not competition. You got those people out there in different dimensional levels wishing. But the bottom line is, the higher realms gave you something beautiful and priceless that lives inside of you. It is called your intuition. The higher realm said, if you trust your intuition, you shall begin to see without sight. I can't make it up. People still scratching their head trying to figure out how the blind man and woman can get around and maneuver this whole world day or night and without a fuss or fight and still get it right. Right? Well, the higher realm said, listen, be aware, because the higher realms did not stop there. Your intuition is spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your spiritual GPS, which is the guides, or simply God pointing you to your next level of step of origin. The acronym for the acronym for the word STEP is simply STEP, a solution to every problem. Did I stutter out of mutter or give you some butter? You guys listen up. Okay? Listen up. The higher realms don't want you to play. The higher realms want you to recognize on your beautiful, unbeknownst, special day, that a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. I'm going to say this for the Leos in the back right now that's because some people trying to distract my Leos. Yeah, a problem is something that you create. Situations are simply things that happen. All right, and I need to tell your cross watchers that as well too. That's who I was talking about, the cross watchers in the back. Sorry about that, Leos. Scratch, cross that out. I'm talking to the cross watchers in the back as well. You know what I'm saying? A problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. Now, Leos, the higher realms want you to employ that also on your beautiful day, because the higher realms want you to undeniably realize that you can always take a moment and step back and ask yourself this simple question and say, am I the solution today? And most of my Leos, you may hear that voice back, and that little voice will say, Leo, August 3, you are doing A-OK to me, right? And yeah, why? Because see, the higher realm saw everybody going around pointing that finger like a gun. You know how that finger look like when it's pointed like a gun? Well, it's one finger pointed out and three fingers pointing back. The higher realm employed a lot of messengers such as myself and you guys to say, listen, let them know that when that finger is pointing out and three pointing back, let them know they're in severe spiritual lack. All right? The higher realms wanted the messengers to let everybody know that the enemy is, just like the word is pronounced, enemy. No one can ever harm me more than I can harm me. No one can ever hurt me more than I can hurt me. Why you say? Oh, you asking me why? Oh, simply because everywhere I go, I take me with me. Now, it's so hilarious and funny because you got a lot of people that really try to do the great geographical cure. They may be like, listen, I'm leaving now because this place is bad, that place is boom, this is why I don't like a map. Oh, this, that, whoa. And then they go somewhere, and guess what? They be on the phone saying, I'll be right back. I'm coming right back. Why? Because they realize that they're in spiritual severe lack. So they're on their way back to try to get it on track. Because now, you know how they say when the pupil is ready, the teacher shall appear. Well, now they're ready for he who has the ear. Let him or her hear what the Spirit is saying unto you. So clear, so loud and clear, right? That the enemy is, just like the word is pronounced, enemy. So therefore, I must be good to me. The bottom line. So, Leos who got their foot in their butt, Leos who always think they're not good enough, Leos who want to bloop, bloop, blap, guess what? Get your foot out your butt so you guys can stand. Because it's time now, that you guys recognize that you have been a powerful spiritual hand, and you are the plan, the key to this whole master plan. I cannot make this up. Now, the higher realms also broke down the fact that the higher realms, speaks through everything, people, places, and things. Also, numbers, signs, and synchronicities. But guess what? Your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body, the higher realm speaks through as well. Oh, yeah. all year. Yeah, so you guys, your birthright number is 8-3. Oh, yeah, simple as that sounds as could be, right? 8-3. 8 representing August and 3 representing your day, which is today, Monday, August 3. It's a miracle on the way now. MON is abbreviation for Monday. A lot of you guys, come back and share that with me, because it's a miracle on the way now. And remember, you heard it on your B-Day. A lot of you guys don't hear, some of you guys hear it at the time because it's already, whatever. But you guys are going to MON. You're going to receive a miracle. It's on the way now. That's Monday, the abbreviation for Monday. That's what the higher realms just showed me. My goodness. And the higher realm said you can't argue with that. That's why he gave you AUG for the abbreviation of August. The higher realm said you can't argue with that. Oh my goodness. The higher realm said that AUG is for you. Cannot argue with that. Period. All right. Now, that number 8 is so powerful as a birthright number. Why? Because 8 is so specifically designed as so Leos. Yeah, it has a circle at the top and a circle below. And the higher realms want you guys to know that anytime you receive a circle, anytime you see a circle represents completion. So a lot of you guys need to also realize that anything at the higher realm, all right? Like the higher realm of your body, your brain is at the higher realm. That is your spiritual realm. That's why they always tell you to have clear thoughts and keep that temple clean. Why do anyone think that the chemicals want to affect the brain? Hence alcohol, hence drugs, hence whatever else they pump in there. Why do you think it wants to go directly to that realm? Because it is the spiritual realm. Yeah, I can't make it up. And for some of those who do not know, sobriety is the best kept secret. I'm going to leave it as so. But the bottom line is the circle at the top and the circle below. And that top circle represents you guys completing a spiritual abundance cycle. That bottom circle represents you guys completing a physical abundance cycle. And together, it represents total abundance cycle. You guys are... Abundance is your birthright, okay? Abundance is your birthright in every way. You turn that baby to the side, you got till infinity and beyond. And that number 8 brings a sense of, to me, and now I understand why you are, this Monday is so important for you to celebrate today, like the miracle on the way now. Simply because that number 8 brings an increasing volume of energy. It increases energy. It multiplies energy. It's very, very exceeding. It's almost like the big push. Number 8 is like a spiritual win to me. You know what I'm saying? Because of the increased volume. So a lot of you guys, your money will increase. A lot of you guys, your level of management shall increase. A lot of things are increasing. And a lot of you guys, please recognize that you were born in certain parts of this world, or placed in certain parts of this world, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to increase the vibrational frequency of Mother Earth. We are here because we're supposed to know our worth. We're supposed to be in certain parts of the of this planet for a reason, not a season. Okay? That part. So you guys are that birthright of number 8. That number 3 is powerful too, because it represents you guys in its entirety. That number 3 represents the mind, body, and spirit energy, inspiration, manifestation, and creation. And some people say, Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Some people say Mother, Father, Son. However, you are that one, which means that number 3 birthright says that you guys are master manifestors in this lifetime. That's right. You guys can manifest yourself to be at a mastery level. What I mean by that is a lot of you guys have manifested yourself to be at 3 places at one time. I can't make it up. A lot of you guys have found yourself to be at the right place at the right time with the right stuff. And for anybody on this earth, that is extremely tough. You heard me? Yeah, you ever trying to be somewhere at 3 o'clock? Not you. But I'm just saying, you heard somebody say, I've tried to be there all the time, but I just couldn't be there at 3 o'clock to save my life, whatever. You guys have that ability to manifest yourself, and you have done it, and you have seen it. And I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to leave it as that. You guys have went somewhere and received so much love, so many goodies, trinkets, and how they give up them baskets and all that stuff. You went somewhere in the giveaways, and you tried to tell somebody exactly where the giveaways were. The next time you seen them, they said, well, they wasn't there when I got there. It was closed. It was gone. They wasn't there. Somebody said they never seen them there and all that stuff. And you like, wait a minute. Well, Leos, they are not you. They are not number 3 birthright in its entirety. Exactly. You have to have that ascended master's energy. A lot of you guys came back to really increase the volume of Earth's vibration, and a lot of you guys have been doing so by E, executing that low vibe energy, and T, transmuting it into high vibe energy, as hard as it may be. So great job, Leos. I'm proud of you guys, man. Through the fire, you guys are fire signs. To the limit, to the wall. Yeah, you guys been putting it down. I just had to get that out, because that right down to the fire. You guys are hitting it. That's how I feel about your energy. And some of you guys know you walk through that fire, and you surpass levels and limits the average Joes can't even think of, right? Anywho, that's what that L in Leo stand for, love, okay? Love, yeah, love, and being also that ultimate listener. A lot of you guys are good listeners because of that. That E, you guys have that ear, that listening ear, like I said, for you to hear. And a lot of you guys, you have that O there because a lot of you guys stay open, to receive. And that's a beautiful thing. So you guys are the listeners of this spiritual realm, and that's a beautiful thing. You have the messengers, you have the listeners, and it's powerful. You guys are amazing. So let's get down to the get down. Now, Leo's what I seen here. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even make this up. Okay, but prior to getting into your energy, I heard it was a psycho trick somewhere. Okay, I heard a psycho trick. I heard psycho trick. And I was like, oh my goodness, that must be for my male Leos. If it's for my female Leos, just watch yourself. Because this is a psycho trick out there. Somebody trying to pretend like they really trying to just court or be casual. And they're like, if I take you to dinner on your birthday, you going to give me some. If I take you somewhere, that type of thing. So it's a psycho trick out here that really in their mind thinks that maybe at some point, they're your soulmate. And for others of you guys, if they're not a psycho trick, they're a psycho trickster. Okay, it's a trickster out there who thinks that they may be a potential soulmate for you guys, and there is a possibility for them to lock you down. But this person is full of drama. They're very inebriated with toxicity. They have a lot of toxicity, and that's just who they are. Okay, and they're the type of people that will come with flowers. And the flowers has a hidden agenda, and they like to apologize with a lie or apologize. I've heard that before. They like to apologize. If you ever seen them do that, So it's something going on here with this psycho. It's a psycho trickster, that really thinks they had a lot of I heard intel on you. They think that they can just, be in good with you. Okay, that's the energy that's coming up for your birthday today. So be aware of the trickster, and I'm going to see what else I have. Bear with me. Yeah, Leos, be wary and leery of these person here, because this is a person who sexist, anti-woman type of person. And believe it or not, they have some type of prostitution gang where they pretend like they're recruiting actresses or actors, paid actresses. So be mindful of that. If some of you guys are aspiring actresses, okay, this is a prostitution gang. And they are anti-peace, anti-women, and that's the truth. Okay, and if you run into this person, believe it or not, they may be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So that's what's coming out, a water sign as well. Okay, and don't let anybody know where you live, because something about home invasions. Okay, so be mindful of that in every way, because they can set you up and do home invasions, which is crazy. Anywho, that's what I got, and I hope you guys are mindful and catch this message just in time. And I also want you guys to please give a moment of silence every day at 8:03, because that is your time to give thanks in a moment of silence in its entirety. Now, 8 plus 3 equals number 11. See, I knew you guys came through a portal. That is the portal. So a lot of you guys came through that special portal here. A lot of you guys, that a portal opened up early for people like you. Now I see what the higher realms said was true. All right, so 8 plus 3 is 11. That's your total birthright. Now let me tell you guys something. That means 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so that means the higher realms highly favor you. The higher realms know that you guys are prayer warriors. A lot of you guys are prayer warriors, okay? And a lot of those in the back that say, oh, I don't pray, it's okay, because believe it or not, you are living prayer, all right? Somebody pray for your great-grandmother, your grandmother, or your parents that have beautiful kids and grandkids and so on and so forth. And if you ever help somebody with no strings attached, believe me, that prayer is unmatched. So you are a living prayer. So be aware. Now, for others of you who know that your prayers, that 1 plus 1 equals 2, in the higher realms is saying whatever you're praying for is already set aside for you. It's right there for you. I cannot make it up. All right, because of that birthright number 2. Why? Because the higher realms highly favor you. All you guys, you don't have to believe me. All you have to do is look in the mirror and see everything on your body that equate the number of 2. You got 2 feet? Yes, you do. You got 2 legs? Say 1, 2. You got 2 eyes, and they're both the same size. I'm trying to make this short, so I'm trying to go fast, because you guys, you need to recognize that number 11 equates of 2 number 1s, okay? And the number 1 is huge for your birthright number in every way, because it's a part of our DNA. We got a lot of 1s in our DNA. Remember, I told you the DNA codes in your body. All right, it's a lot of 1s. All right, and what does that 1 represent? Well, as short as the distance between 2 dots is simply 1 straight line, that number 1, was never meant to be a number in ancient times. That number 1 why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. So the number 1 was never meant to be a number, because numbers are meant to be plural. All right. So having that said, the number 1 represents God, the Alpha, the beginning. And that means that you guys have that God-like energy from the beginning. And a lot of you guys are alpha males and alpha females. That's why it's hard for you to, settle down with that exact mate, that because of that alpha energy that you guys, emanate. You have to take a strong being to be right next to you, Leo. And you guys know it's true. Okay. So a lot of you guys, because of that alpha energy, it may take you guys a little bit longer to equate that other alpha energy mate, and that number 1, it has a lot of God-like energy. And I'm going to tell you about each levels, at each, volumes of it, because it's important for you guys to know that you cannot give out foul directions to anyone. Why? Because you guys have that God-like energy, which is G-O-D, good orderly direction. You have to give good orderly directions. You guys have been commended for that. Thank you for your good directions. You really give some good directions. Thank you. Some of you guys even got cards and gifts to thank you because of your direction given. Can't make it up. That's because of that G-O-D living, that good orderly direction. A lot of you guys are gifted with that gift of desperation, which actually sparks a level of superior creation. And I can't make it up because a lot of you guys create things that look like, say like if somebody that you just paint something, somebody would naturally think you're an artist and you've been doing this all your life, but you say, no, I just woke up and wanted to do something. And you did that. And people looking like, what? No, you did not. Oh, you made that, you designed that outfit and you're not a what? You're not a designer? Say who? That's you, Leo, okay? Because of that G-O-D energy in every way. That gift of desperation really sparks a superior level of creation from you guys. And that other G-O-D energy is you guys refuse to waddle in a whole bunch of depressed mess. Why? Because of that G-O-D energy that you guys keep so fly, okay? Yeah, you guys choose gratitude over depression. That will always be your selection, and it's a beautiful thing. And that last G-O-D energy that I want to share with you guys that you really are in tune with, and it always materialize because you guys have to have your windows open most times all year round, whether it's in the car, whether it's in the house. A lot of you guys, to other people, they be like, you be gone too much. Why you can't sit still? Or why, you don't let grass grow under your feet because of that G-O-D energy. A lot of you guys simply love the great outdoors. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. And I'm going to get one last message for you guys. And I'm going to get this message. And this message is directly for you guys as a closing message. Okay? All right. So I want you guys to really employ this message today. Okay? Woo-wee, Leos. I'm going to try to make this short and sweet because you got a couple of messages that wanted to drop. One for sure is for a lot of you guys to keep it simple, okay? Just keep it simple in every way. Some of you guys are going to run into this person that, you already not talking to each other, or you guys are just not together at this time. And that might be the psycho person, but nevertheless, you're running into somebody that you guys are just not together anymore, and that's okay. And, well, it's for you. It's very important for you guys to remember that it's only two reasons okay, so it wants me to tell you about the three types of people. Okay, so there are three types. Okay, so the higher realms is giving me downloads, really interesting. But the bottom line is there are only two reasons that people are in your life. They're either there to help or they're there to harm. If they're doing one more than the other, guess what? That's just what it is, Leos. We can't sugarcoat it. We can't, it's nothing else, okay? And the higher realms want you guys to remember that there are only three types of people in this world, right? People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who don't give a what happened. Which one are you? And which one is this person that is going to accompany you today is very important. Why? Because the higher realms want you guys to be focused on your purpose. And the higher realms said in regards to your purpose, it's important for you guys to hear this story. I have to tell you guys this story about the purpose, okay? All right, so picture a dollar being held up in my hand, okay? And this dollar is everybody else's purpose in every way, right? And because I follow the purpose maker, right? Yeah, that's what it is. And the bottom line is, but following my hand with the dollar in my hand, now the dollar has disappeared from my hand. The people who follow that dollar purpose, because it's not there anymore, guess what? They don't have a purpose anymore. But because I follow the purpose maker, guess what? I will always have a purpose. Woo! So that message is for you guys. The higher realms wanted me to tell you that story. And you guys keep doing what you're doing because, you are really deemed a spiritual type of glory. That's what I'm hearing. So I love you guys. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you and within one.